The superstars of Fan Control Football Season 2.0 are not only the who's who of celebrity team owners and influencers, not the 21 million live views of our Emmy-nominated broadcast. Across Twitch, DAZN, Fubo, NBCLX, Peacock. Or our highlights that scored over 100 million views. And we can't forget best-in-class sponsors. But the biggest star of Season 2 is our play-calling app that allow fans to control the action on the field. Fans pick a team, pick a play, 4 run plays, 4 pass plays to choose from. The play with the most votes is called in real time.
We got it.
This is where video games and live action come to life. And now, Fan Control Sports and Entertainment brings you Fan Controlled Hoops, where fans call the shots. Coming 2023, the future of sports is here, and it's Fan Control. Power to the fans.
Are you ready for it?
Back to work. Oh, we're back, baby! Jim, are we going to go vertical, or are we doing, is this the thing? Or are we doing this guy?
Oh, there we go.
You like that guy?
Yeah.
And then you switch us. Boom! Yeah. What's happening, everybody? Welcome to Back to Work. We are here every single Monday, 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. I'm Josh Macuga. That guy right there is...
Leighton Batiste, a.k.a. Fan Control Lay. How are y'all doing this Monday? Oh, that all rhymed.
Oh! You just got a catchphrase, my guy.
Oh, I got it.
Did you know that, like, in other parts of the world, a lot of people have today off? Like, it's a federal holiday in Ireland, England. Easter Monday is a thing?
Oh, okay. I forgot it was Easter Monday. Oh,
yeah.
That's bad.
To me, it's the saddest day of the year because the Masters is over, and I now have to wait 364 more days until next year's Masters. This is like when I start hitting the range really hard. It's sort of like in Happy Gilmore when he starts taking the balls in the batting cage, and that kid's like, awesome. That I'm just getting ready.
So this is a hard day for you.
It's really tough.
Okay, next year I'll send flowers to your house.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. It's so nice. And then, or that chicken Alfredo you were eating before the show.
It was really good. It
looked good. On a scale of 1 to 10, Olive Garden, go.
Oh, 9.
Right?
It's a 9.
It's a 9.
I don't know why it's not a 10. I will say it's the only restaurant whose salad I get excited for.
It's the salad dressing there that again, some of the dishes, I haven't tried everything at the Olive Garden. I've never had a bad meal there, ever.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I have a nostalgia. I always have this memory of Olive Garden. So my 8th grade year, we have a graduation where I went to middle school for 8th graders. Yeah. And I actually missed the tassel thing because I almost passed out from not eating before graduation.
Oh, no.
And so we celebrated at Olive Garden after. So, and we split like 2 big bowls of salad. So I always have this nostalgic memory every time I go to Olive Garden of that salad.
So good. Oh, man. Apparently fans in chat are getting absolutely hammered with ads, and we apologize. Sorry, James. Sorry, OVO Ghost. Or are we saying OVO Ghost or OVO Ghost?
OVO Ghost.
OVO Ghost _ you know, I don't control the ads. I don't know how that works, to be honest with you. If Olive Garden served something called Chicken Macuga, what would that come with? Okay, here's what Chicken Macuga is. I'm thinking, okay? You get a good chicken cutlet, tenderize it so you flatten it out like a good chicken parm.
Yeah.
Throw in some egg wash, little bread. So obviously you're gonna fry it.
Yeah,
so it's basically
right.
Mm-hmm. But what you're gonna do instead of doing like a chicken parm, you're gonna sort of make it an open-faced a chicken cordon bleu. Okay. So you're gonna go prosciutto, a little bit of parm, a little bit of mozzarella.
Okay. And
then probably some sort of like I don't want to say an Alfredo sauce, but give me something like a little creamy, but not too creamy, like something that's got a little bit of flavor, something in there to really mesh.
Definitely have to use cream, right? Like some kind of milk to make the sauce.
Yes.
Mixing in wine anywhere in that. Are you a wine guy?
Oh yeah, a little white wine cream sauce. Nice. Yeah. Boom. James Moore, 2003. When's the season start? James, the season. We do not have an official date for hoops or football, but those dates are coming soon. And I can tell you, and I said it on Thursday on the Fan Control Show, and I will say it here. We have a ginormous announcement coming.
Yeah, it's huge. Actually,
It's bigger than you think. It's bigger than you think.
Before the show, I said to myself, I feel so bad because there's so much stuff that we know.
I know.
And I just want to run into the streets and tell the world.
Yes.
But we have to follow management, and we'll let you know too.
We really do. Our buddy Jose Ruckus in the chat. Jose Ruckus will be here about 1:30 to talk baseball with us.
Yeah.
The infantile baseball season is underway. I want to know how real baseball fans are feeling about the pitch clock and how that's going. I haven't watched a ton of baseball. I really won't watch a lot of baseball until the playoffs, really. But I do watch all of the highlights. I love baseball highlights because there's always either a home run or a cool catch. Yeah. Baseball has great highlights.
It does. It does. I'll give it to him.
Yeah. Freddie Airmail says, how soon is soon?
As
soon as we can. But I will say the excitement behind the stage is at a fever pitch. This is like Drew Barrymore, Jimmy Fallon fever pitch.
Never seen that.
Never what? Dude, that movie is fantastic. It is so good. It is underrated. It is underratedly maybe one of the greatest sports comedies all time.
I've never seen Fever Pitch. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like a rom-com?
It's a rom-com. Oh, 100.
Okay. All right. I can do rom-coms.
Freddie Airmo, we're going to talk about O'Neal Cruz with Jose Ruckus in the 1:30 hour. But what first, Jim? Hit that sexy graphic.
Back to work.
Got it, baby. He got it. All right. NBA play-in games start tomorrow. First, Leighton. This is what, the third year of the play-in game?
It's the third year.
Third year?
And I'm consulted.
Do you like it? Because I love it.
I like it. I just hate the fact that my team is. Can we say we're the Atlanta Hawks? We're a playoff team. Like, no, we're a play-in team. Then we can go to the playoffs. So I think that's actually kind of what I like about it is it adds a new roast to sports. Like that team's a play-in team type thing. But I love it. I think give everybody a chance, just like that one more swing at this, and then we can get that spot.
I personally think every sport with the amount of regular season games played should have some sort of play-in tournament, especially baseball.
Yes.
There needs to be. You play 162 games and you only have 8 teams going for play. Like you need to have 20 teams in some sort of crazy round robin tournament that then whittles down to then play the top 4 seeds. Fine. You want your top 4 seeds on both sides to have buys and whatever. They deserve that after 162 games. But 162 games, because, and I know this is supposed to be about the NBA, and again, we can talk to Jose Ruckus about it, but there needs to be a world in which your games in baseball aren't a moot point in August with 40 games to play.
Maybe they should change the entire month of September to being a play-in.
Agreed.
The entire month of September is a play-in. See, this is interesting. Like you don't know what stories are going to come out of this. You know, we were talking so much about the Lakers, but what if the Timberwolves knock them out?
Yeah. Well, no, it wouldn't be the Timberwolves, right? Because in the play-in, the loser of the 7-8 then goes to play the winner of the 9-10. So
that's the part I love the most about the play-in.
Me too.
That's it. It's a double elimination. That's the best part about the play-in. So
then they would either go to play New Orleans, who I think would probably beat OKC.
They could.
Zion is what? Semi-healthy all the time? Like
he's not healthy at all.
Not right?
No. Well, I'll take that back. I think Zion is healthy. I think that they just don't want to play him right now.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. There's something going on there. I think it's one of those wait around, play another year for the Pelicans. I get a full season in and gets traded away. So we'll see.
It's such a shame because he is. Oviogo says Zion is not going to play. Zion. It's so sad because the dude is so effing talented, and he's hurt. He's just always hurt, and that sucks. It really does.
Yeah.
It's wise not to play him. Don't ruin the chemistry. Okay. OVO Ghost making solid opinions. Okay. So if LA goes and beats Minnesota, then I mean Memphis is a ginormous hurdle. But I mean, you talked about it last week. Would you be scared if you're Memphis of LA?
Yes, I would. Here's the thing, because LeBron, I'm gonna do this. LeBron is like Tom Brady. He just is. Okay. And you can never sit there and say this win is in stone. Like, you have to play out the series. Mm-hmm. I actually think the worst thing that could happen for any other team in the West is the Lakers make it to the playoffs. I think they'll make a run.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think you're wrong. And if Anthony Davis can stay healthy too.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Look the hell out. All right, let's look at the East.
Oh God.
So listen, you have 2 games to play regardless.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you want, would you rather play Boston or would you rather play Milwaukee? If I'm you, I'd rather play Boston, or I'd rather play Milwaukee. That's just me. No,
would you rather die by lightsaber, or would you rather Darth Vader choke you with the Force? It's like, well, I get a fight with the lightsaber. No, because I went to the Hawks Celtics game when the Celtics came in town this season, and it was disgusting. It was just gross. Yeah. Every single player on that Celtics starting 5 can create their own shot. As you all know, the Hawks, we only have Trae Young. Even though John Collins has been getting a really nice 3-point shot. Oh my gosh, I think I would rather the Bucks, only because I really hate the Celtics. I really do. And one of my closest friends is a Celtics fan. Yeah, I'm not doing that. So
okay. So, and then what team, if you, let's just say you lose the 7-8 game, would you rather play Toronto or Chicago?
I'd rather take Chicago.
Okay. See, I'd lean towards Toronto.
Yeah.
I just don't think there's a lot of bite. I don't think there's a lot of bite in those claws of the Raptors, to be honest.
No, there's not.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the fact that we both ended 41-41.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen a team be exactly average.
Yeah. like perfectly average. They are the definition of 41-41.
Yes.
Obio Ghost says, I'll take Boston. If I'm Atlanta and pray Tatum and Brown foul out early.
Yeah, the issue is who on our team is going to foul them out without being fouled out themselves.
Yeah.
Like, now I heard Jaylen Brown had stitches in his hand. That's the only hope.
Okay.
The only hope.
Praying for injury. Freddie Airmail, hate to say it, but I feel like the Kings are the most likely upset victims. Okay, well, let's go into the next one. Jim, hit it.
I agree. What?
Back to work.
Let's talk about the actual NBA playoff picture. Okay.
Like
I'm going to let's do.
Let's talk about the real teams.
The real teams. All right. So, okay. Actually, you know what, Jim? Bring that graphic back up, as I'm gonna play a little word association with Leighton. Okay. Here we go. All right. I'm gonna give you give me one word for each team in the West, and one word for each team in the East. Okay. Or like a small sentence, like how you feel. Okay.
Okay.
Denver.
False number 1.
Okay. I was going to say wannabe.
Okay. We're on the same. Yeah. Okay.
Right. Like Denver's like the Houston Texans of old, right? Mm-hmm. Good and really, really good enough to lose in the first or second round.
Yes.
Okay. That's always who the Nuggets are. Jay Spacey, go Boston. Hell no, light the beam. Okay. Phoenix.
They are the Grim Reaper.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say something in the terms of scary when on.
Yeah.
Right. And they're fearless, and they have been for the last couple of years. And being at that 4 seed, I think is kind of perfect for them, because, you know, it's not an easier path to the finals, but I like where Phoenix is. Clippers.
Dark horse.
Wow. I was going to say golfing early.
It's because I understand these references. That's okay. Okay.
Yeah, I mean they're going to be on the golf course in a week and a half, 2 weeks. I don't think the Clippers beat Phoenix. I don't think the Clippers. It's the Dennis Green press conference. They are who we thought they were. The Clippers are always that. They're always that. Teaching a winning culture is so hard, and the Clippers just aren't there yet.
I don't know what it's going to take. Well, actually, I know what it is going to take. I think they're going to have to get a totally new roster. Yeah, they're gonna have to like build around a new superstar. Something feels as though Kawhi and PG are kind of in their pocket.
Yeah.
So that's why I understand why you're saying golfing early.
Yeah. Golfing early. All right. Sacramento.
Sneaky bandits.
I was going to say like a raccoon in a trash can.
Yeah. But like the raccoon always gets caught anyway. So like they spare you for a minute and you're like, oh, I got you. So
right.
That's me saying I don't think they're going to make it out the first round.
When I first moved to LA, I was working at a bar. So I'd come home very late at night. And the bar was walking distance from my house. So I'm walking down the street one night and I see a possum in the middle of the road and it is huge. And it like looks at me and goes like, hey. And I've never run faster in my life. That's what I think Sacramento is. I think it's a street possum.
Okay.
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 Okay. All right. Golden State.
I had a term for them, but the word association. I think they are. I don't know what term to use for this one.
I think they're a burning candle, right? Is when you're around it, you could get burned, right?
I got it.
But the slightest breeze could blow it out. Go ahead. What do you got?
Yeah, they're stale Sprite.
Stale. When there's too much ice and you let it melt too much.
Yeah. You know that like, the flavor's still there. You're like, yes. But what makes the Sprite great is the fizz, and the fizz is gone. So they're still Sprite.
OVO Ghost, a Sac fan. Jay Spacely, he's thinking Memphis, Golden State. Wait, Memphis isn't playing Golden State. They're going to play either the Lakers or the Timberwolves, basically.
Does the winner of the game play Golden State in Sacramento?
No, the winner of plays Memphis. The winner of the play.
No, I'm saying the winner of whoever comes out of that Memphis first round.
Yeah, would go on to play Golden State. But don't they reseed? Don't they reseed like the NHL?
No, the 1 through 6 is set. Everybody's just fighting for 7 and 8.
No, I know that, but I'm saying like in the playoffs. So let's just say Denver gets knocked out by the 8th seed, then they would play the highest remaining seed. That's how it works.
Oh,
right?
Yeah,
exactly. Just like in hockey. All right, finally in the West, Memphis. One word or sentence.
Bark no bite.
Bark no bite. Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say holstered weapon. No, too soon.
That was very soon. That was very soon. But I get it.
Freddie Emerald saying they don't reseed. Are you sure about that? Look at somebody Google that for me, because I think they would have to. It doesn't. The highest seed just can't go and play it's like in hockey. They reseed you via the conferences. And anyway, I mean, I could be wrong. Anyway, okay, let's go to the East. Milwaukee.
I think they're the truth.
The truth. No reseeding. No Ghost knows. Okay, no reseeding. Cleveland.
Why is word association getting harder and harder? Like
I'm gonna say like barely bubble. Do you like they
I'll
like
give you that one? Oh, are they like the bench warmers? Like the movie where it's like, like they're good, but like, are they really?
Right.
They need a miracle to win.
Right. The Knicks.
I hate them.
I was gonna say like hopelessly hopeful. Because they're all the Knicks fans like, this is the year. We're going to do it. Let's go. I don't know why I'm going Boston on that. My accents kind of get like, I'm from the Bronx. Let's go, Knicks. Like,
so what borough can truly claim the Knicks?
Like Manhattan,
right? Because
like Long Island, I guess. And
like,
then part of the
Brooklyn has
the Nets.
But
most people in Brooklyn don't like the Nets.
That's
they
true.
would much rather
I do know people from Brooklyn who hate the Nets.
All diehard New Yorkers love the Knicks.
The Knicks, yeah.
They live and die. And I think for the most part, New York people really love to just feel like the victim in the sense of we like the Jets, the Knicks, and the Mets, and we don't care if they lose every year. We're going to love them anyway. I think that's the overwhelming consensus of feeling there.
Must be nice to live in a city where you have options.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true. What about Philadelphia?
I feel like they are another one of those. They are who they are.
Yeah.
They're definitely going to get to the second round, but I don't look at them and say, "Oh, they could win the championship." I don't.
I think they'll sneak their way into the Eastern Conference Final again.
So are they also the sneaky bandits like Sacramento?
I don't think there's so much as like a street possum as much as they are like a mangy ranch cat. Like that.
Oh, like you see it and you know what it's going to do, and you just let it happen anyway.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The process. They keep trusting the process. You know what I mean? Brooklyn. Brooklyn is a house of cards. There, Rosie has these little magnet tiles. It's these like little magnet things, and she builds them up and then she knocks them over. That's basically what Brooklyn is. You can build them up, but you'll knock them over pretty easy.
Yeah. Okay. I'll go with that one.
Yeah. Boston.
I hate them too. Yeah. If Milwaukee's the truth, I would say Boston's the real deal. I think both teams, I look at them as the only two teams I would feel confident in winning the finals this year.
Boston?
Yeah, Boston and Milwaukee.
Yeah. Boston, I think, is head and shoulders above pretty much everybody in the East besides Milwaukee. They're just dangerous. They're fast. They have, and what they have in droves is cockiness. They got swag. They know how to win. They want to win, and they'll tell you about it. They're like Caitlin Clark. They're like Angel Reese. They've got the swag, man. They have it.
Yeah.
Ovio Ghost asking, is Joel your MVP? I have a lot of trouble with Joel Embiid. I think this year he proved to be probably the best, if not the second best player in the NBA.
He's my MVP.
Yeah.
I'll give it to him.
Yeah. Yeah. He's just been so good. He just scares me a little bit in the sense of he looks like he's always on the verge of injury.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I hate him. When we get later into one of the segments that we're going to do today, he's on that list of things that, get under my skin.
I got you. All right, Jim, hit it.
Back to work.
All right. This weekend, like I said, Leighton was Jim, you got to change the graphic. There we go. I need a little precursor, just in case we cut this, we want to make sure we have the thing in there. This weekend is the greatest weekend in sports. The Masters this weekend. How much did you watch? Honestly,
I watched a lot on the first 2 days. I didn't watch any of the finals. I was busy. Sorry. But I watched a lot of the first 2 days.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I was out.
Okay. It's okay. The thing about the Masters this year was the entire story was weather, right?
Yeah.
The first 2 days, first 1.5 days, the weather was great and the scoring was low. Brooks Koepka got out to a big lead. And then the weather came in and you saw these guys playing, one, a completely different golf course, and two, a completely different game. The rain was coming down so hard. Guys on 18 are usually hitting it about 290, 300 yards uphill. They were hitting it 230 yards, 240. So the rain was so cold. The rain was so bad. There was no lightning. They had to call it because the rain was soaking the course so bad. They were basically playing in puddles.
Oh, that's an obstacle.
Yeah. And I thought that was some of the most exciting stuff because when you see these guys in the elements, you see one, how hard golf can be, and two, how good they are in those elements. Because guys like us, I would be at the bar. If it's raining, I'm not playing. Sorry. I'll
be in the elements. I'm just not playing golf. I'm probably running around just
little slide.
Yeah.
But then when the rain stopped, yesterday was one of the greatest golf days in the history of golf. And I'll tell you why. You woke up first thing in the morning and they finished the third round. Then you had about 2 hours to go enjoy your family, Easter, have some eggs, have some ham, and then watch the whole final round. And they got the whole final round in. And Jon Rahm from Spain he's the best golfer in the world right now. And there's only maybe 2 or 3, 4 guys that can really, when they step up to the tee and they've got a lead, because winning in golf when you are favored to win is very, very hard. It rarely happens. That's why gambling on golf is really tough. Because, listen, going into the tournament, Jon Rahm was like plus 380. So that's like really good odds for you to take it. Whereas Scotty Scheffler, who was the returning champion, plus like 295. Again, these are really good odds if you're a gambler, but predicting a winner in golf is really, really difficult. Yesterday, Brooks Koepka, Live Golf, it was going to be like, hey, I'm the winner from Live, and this is the controversy we're going to start, and this is what it's going to be. And Jon Rahm just squashed it. He was just undeniable. It was awesome. The hard part for me, I think, and the realization of the whole tournament is that I think that Tiger Woods should just retire.
Yes.
It is really hard to watch the man play golf.
Yeah.
And it's really sad because Phil Mickelson came in.
When I saw the videos on Twitter, I fell for him.
Awful.
Yeah.
Right. Apparently, last year during the PGA Championship, Jason Day said one of the screws in his foot slipped and was popping out of his skin. And that's why he withdrew from the tournament. This man is a tough man, but it is super, super sad because if his body had held up and he not made some bad decisions younger, like, training with the Navy SEALs, then he hadn't gotten that car accident, and the entire golfing world wants him to win. They do.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a world in which he isn't. His records are almost untouchable.
Does he win? Does he win one or two more Masters? If
I don't think.
You think he stopped at 5?
Yeah, I think it's done. And it pains me to say it. And you want him, but
no, I was saying like if those car wreck, all that stuff doesn't happen. Potentially surpass, because isn't it Nicklaus has the most Masters?
6,
right?
yeah. Jack Nicklaus has 6.
He's at 5, so
yeah. Oh, if he doesn't get in the car wreck, I think we're looking at. He probably would have had like 1 or 2 more like minor back surgeries and he would have played less and less tournaments. But I think we're looking at like probably 2 more Masters and maybe a fluke British Open, aka the Open Championship, and possibly a fluke PGA. I don't think he wins another US Open. That's the hardest tournament to win in golf for sure.
Got it.
And here's a crazy stat. Jon Rahm is the first guy from Europe ever to win a Masters and a US Open. Ever. To win those 2 tournaments in history. That is, didn't even think about that. It's a wild stat. But the Masters proved to be what we had hoped it would be on Sunday. It was an incredibly exciting day. And, as a golf fan, it only happens once a year.
It's a tearjerker. I mean, shout out to Justin Thomas. Justin Thomas gave us like some of the greatest memes ever. So,
no,
Justin Thomas.
No, who are you thinking of?
The one he withdrew and it's him standing in the rain just upset. I put it all.
Justin Thomas missed the cut, but Tiger got in because Justin Thomas missed the cut and he bogeyed the last 3 holes. Yeah.
Well, all of Justin Thomas's reactions are just hilarious. It's the best pictures I've seen in a while. So
he's got a meme
a lot in group chats.
Yeah. I hope that one day, Leighton, I can get you to watch like entire golf tournaments and hang on every shot and really get into it.
I got really far this year though.
Yeah, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Hey Jim, we're gonna skip the next couple and we are gonna go to baseball because I see Jose Ruckus backstage and I don't want to take up his entire day because we were running a little bit behind it. So let's go to some baseball. Hit the graph. And live with his mustache. He tweeted today, it's hot dog season. And I responded, hot dogs are trash. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Jose Ruckus.
Yeah. What's up, guys? How's it going?
Good to see you, buddy.
That was like that awkward
I thought you were going to come in with a question. Man, I'm excited to be on the show today. It's hot dog season. Like I said, it's first day of hot dog season. We've had really bad weather in California for the last month. Today's like the first really warm day. So hot dog season, full effect.
What do you do? Are you ketchup, mustard, onion, relish? What are we talking on a dog?
Most of the time, I'm just ketchup and mustard. Occasionally, I'll do a little onion.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Leighton, what do you go?
I recently got into the whole relish thing. I'm not a sauerkraut guy, dude.
No sauerkraut.
No sauerkraut.
Okay. How do you feel about the Chicago dog with all of the tomatoes and all that kind of stuff?
I can do that. It's not my favorite. I like to keep it simple on most things that I do. So, but Chicago dog's fine.
Okay. My favorite thing to do with a hot dog is throw it out the window.
All right. Thank you, guys. That's disrespectful. Very
All right,
disrespectful.
Jose, we're 2 weeks plus, like with what, 12 days into the baseball season. What have you taken away so far? What has been the highlights?
The highlights for me have mostly been like what's going on with the Rays. They're starting off the season 9-0, which is like the first time since the wild card this has ever happened.
Wow.
It's pretty crazy.
Okay.
I thought the Blue Jays were going to really dominate that division, but yeah, it's crazy. So that's kind of been the highlight for me is seeing what's going down with the Rays.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you see the bench clearing brawl? Was it yesterday or the day before with the Pirates, my Pittsburgh Pirates? Talk to us a little bit about that.
Well, that was a crazy situation because there's a little single. The guy runs in from third, and there's a collision. The guy breaks his ankle, and then just this bench clearing brawl.
It didn't look like it was wrong, right? Like it didn't look like the catcher was wrong.
No, honestly, the runner was the one who messed up there. Like he slides way too late. He's running on the inside of the baseline when the catcher's on the inside, which is not what you should be doing. Base running's really bad in baseball. It has been for the last couple of years right now, and I think that this is like big consequences for having bad base running.
Yeah. Yes. Have you noticed, like, I know that the bases are bigger this year. Do they look bigger out there?
I haven't noticed, like, they don't physically look bigger, but you can definitely tell there's been some steals where it's like, if that base was just a tiny little bit smaller, he's not making that. So that's actually had an effect on the game as far as I've seen.
Okay. How are you feeling about the pitch clock?
I'm loving the pitch clock.
Okay,
I'm loving it.
Yes.
The pitch clock it's fixed one of my favorite things in baseball that's been bad for the last couple of years, which is I love a pitcher's duel. I love two pitchers just playing the best, throwing just amazing stuff. Nobody's getting any hits and stuff. But for the past couple of years, those games have turned into 4-hour games. So it's not fun anymore. Now these are the shortest games you get in baseball is when two pitchers are just really dealing. You're getting like a 2-hour game. It's been incredible.
Has there been a surprise player that has kind of stood out to you?
So far, no. I don't think anybody's really made any like kind of show. It's more been the opposite. Some players we thought were going to be good haven't been too good, and then the guys you really expect to be good are being about as good as you would think.
Okay. Leighton, you got anything for Jose? What do you got?
What's up with the Padres? So, they came in town.
Good question.
They embarrassed the crap out of my Braves. And of course, they were, I'm not mistaken, they were a couple games away from making the World Series these couple past years.
They made a deep playoff run,
Yeah. Okay. Should MLB fear the Padres this year? Because they look really
absolutely.
Great.
The Padres are spending a lot of money to compete with the Dodgers. The Dodgers, because I'm a San Francisco Giants fan, so Padres, Dodgers, we've all been in the same division. The Dodgers have been destroying our division for a decade now, spending huge amounts of money to get basically every good player in baseball has been a Dodger for the last 10 years.
Yeah.
The Padres are matching that now. They went out, they've signed Manny Machado to a huge contract. They went out and got Juan Soto. They're getting everybody right now. And I don't know if it's going to pay off. I really don't believe that you can buy a ring, but they're going to dominate the NL for at least a couple of years.
Yeah.
Have you been to Petco?
I've never made it down to Petco. It's like the only baseball park in California I haven't been to yet.
Highly recommend. You'd all enjoy Petco. The best is there's a $10 ticket where you just walk around the stadium and try every beer at the beer stands.
Oh, wow.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Really
Is there like early season thus far? Obviously, you said the Rays are kind of running away with things. Is there? And Leighton just said what to think of the Padres. I was thinking the same thing. I would honestly root for the Padres. I kind of like that franchise. I like that city. I like that they've been a perennial loser and they're trying to buy their way in. Because I do like that about baseball. And for me, a Pittsburgh Pirates fan who our ownership is like, we don't want to buy in. We want to keep our fans angry, and we want to have an average baseball team and have really high draft picks and then sell those draft picks when they're good. Is there a team? Is there like a dark horse team that you see maybe making a run that doesn't maybe typically make a run?
I think that the Seattle Mariners are going to build off what they did last year. I think they have a really exciting team, and they've added a couple pieces to it. Julio Rodriguez, J-Rod, I think he's the best young player in baseball right now.
Okay.
That's a team that I I think is going to build on the success they had last year and potentially make a deep playoff run.
Okay.
All right, good to know.
I like it. All right, last question. I will leave you with your favorite activity at a baseball park. Do you keep score? Do you talk to the people around you? Are you very like keyed in? And to add on to that, have you ever caught a foul ball?
So I have not ever caught a foul ball. Honestly, I don't want a foul ball coming anywhere near me when I'm at a baseball game. I don't want it. I don't want anybody paying attention to me. I don't want the pressure on me. I don't want it. Get it away from me. Okay. My favorite, I'm all about the food when I go to the park. That's especially because, I go to Giants games mostly. I go to several games a year. The Giants have incredible food at their park. So there's always the clam chowder on cold days, hot dogs, Ghirardelli hot chocolate. They just added a bunch of macaroni and cheese options at the park and stuff. So yeah, and crab fries is a new thing at the park.
Whoa,
yeah,
Dungeness.
I'm excited.
Have the Giants done what most MLB teams have done, is like built these cities around the stadium, or is everything still focused on the stadium?
Yeah, so I mean, during the peak of Barry Bonds, they built this brand new park right on the bay.
It's awesome.
It's got to be top 5 baseball parks ever. It's 100%. A really incredible park.
Yeah.
And it's now a lot more stuff has been built up over there. They just built the Warriors Stadium right next to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a really, really cool spot.
It's hot. I mean, there's only 6 parks in baseball that are on water. You've got Pittsburgh, Petco, AT&T where the Giants play. Trying to think. There's
Who else is on the water?
2. Anyway, if you go to San Francisco and you go to Pittsburgh, both on Riverfront, obviously in Cincinnati, they're on a river. But those parks, the views will keep you coming back. Yeah, any single one of those parks. Dodgers, I believe Dodgers Giants this week. Jose Ruckus.
Tonight starts tonight.
Oh, wow.
Gonna be some big games. Giants not very good, unfortunately, but we usually play the Dodgers very well. So I'm hoping tonight's gonna be a good one.
Heck yeah. You guys can see Jose Ruckus every Wednesday. Don't Cause a Ruckus, 6 p.m. Pacific. Jose, we're just going to keep bringing you back, and you're our baseball expert. Anything else that you want to talk about? Okay. I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this right now. Okay. You give me your World Series prediction. If either one of those teams wins the World Series, I will eat 2 hot dogs in front of you on this show.
Okay. My picks are going to be the Atlanta Braves.
Yes. Sorry.
And honestly, I said this on the show, but I just think both of these teams are really, really incredible right now. I think it could be a repeat of the previous World Series. I wouldn't be surprised at all if it's Phillies again or Astros. So, but I'm going to go.
You said
it's tough. I'm going to go Phillies Astros. I'm just going to go repeat.
Wow. Okay. Either one of those teams makes it or wins it. 2 hot dogs for my boy Jose Ruckus right here.
Awesome.
Thanks, Jose. Keep that mustache fresh. You guys can see him across social media as well. And Don't Cause a Ruckus right here. Live Fan Controlled Sports. You're the man, Jose. Talk to you soon, buddy.
Bye.
See ya.
Wow. He had my hopes up.
I love his passion for baseball. Like, yeah. And
we don't see the Giants until August. Okay.
I'm kind of bummed that I didn't get to go to a game last year during season 2 of Fan Control Football. I'll be honest.
Oh yeah, it's my favorite. I think my favorite thing about the Braves Stadium, there's seats along the baseline, the third baseline.
Okay.
And if you go down in the club, it's a moonshine place. Yeah, they sell a moonshine sweet tea.
Is it good?
Oh, it's so good. And I still have the video of my boys and I singing "Oh Canada." Drunk. Yeah, and the Blue Jays singing "Oh Canada Drunk."
Yeah, that's a good one. It's a great song. Oh Canada's a great song.
Great song. Yeah.
I got a tweet from a friend. So there's this iced tea brand in Pittsburgh. It's called Turner's. Okay, and they're delicious. It's this carton. It's sweet tea. It has sugar in it, and I like unsweetened iced tea. This is the only sweet tea that I like to consume. So Iron City is the name of the brewery in Pittsburgh. And they have Iron City and Icy Light and a couple others. And Iron City it's river water. It's disgusting. Icy Light's actually a pretty good light beer. But Iron City merged with Turner to make a spiked iced tea. And I'm so excited to go back to Pittsburgh and buy hundreds of these. Like everywhere I go, I'm just going to be drinking these things. I'm going to try and sneak them back. I might even bring an empty checked luggage just to bring back Turner iced tea.
Okay. I'll give you that. I mean, I haven't been excited for a new drink release since Crown put Crown and Coke in a can.
Oh, but remember they had them at the stadium in season 2.
So great.
And they're strong. They're strong.
Super strong. The peach ones are my favorort. So.
Oh, the peach one is delicious.
I might run to the store tonight. And just
oh, man, that sounds so good.
Braves play at 7:20.
All right, Jim, we're going to go to the WNBA, but hit that graphic.
Back to work.
Good at it. He's getting good.
Yeah.
All right.
On it.
Leighton, let's talk about the WNBA draft. It's tonight, Monday, April 10th. Walk me through.
Eastern. All right. I mean, the biggest thing is I just wanted to talk about the top 5 teams. So the top 5 teams that are drafting are the Indiana Fever, the Minnesota Lynx, the Dallas Wings, and the Washington Mystics, and the Dallas Wings again. But the player to really look out for is number 1, Aaliyah Boston. She was the big, and like I said, this segment is going to be quick. But Aaliyah Boston's going in number 1, so she's probably going to end up with the Indiana Fever. Don't know if that's really going to improve their team overnight, though. I mean, right now there's this whole thing with the WNBA about super teams, which is Las Vegas and New York right now.
Okay.
But I do think everyone should tune in. Next year's draft class is actually the better draft class. That's the one that's going to have Angel Reese and it's going to have Caitlin Clark in it.
Caitlin Clark.
But like I said, this was really, really fast. Just look out for that.
Would you tank for Caitlin? Would you like how like there was tank for Tua,
of course.
And there was tank for Trevor? What would the Caitlin thing like collapse for Caitlin? I guess that would be it. Collapse for Caitlin? Yeah, I would do that, right?
No, I definitely would. Again, I think she's a generational talent. I don't see how you don't try your hardest to get her. So yeah, no, I'd say you tank for Caitlin.
Okay.
Collapse for Caitlin.
All right. Let's talk some television. Jim.
Back to work.
Oh, I got to give a shout out to our buddy Patrick Dees.
Mm-hmm.
He said, you got to watch Beef. So I watched the first episode. My wife hated it. I texted Leighton. I said, Leighton, can you watch Beef before the show? And what happened, Leighton?
I'm on episode 5. I'm on episode 5. Like, okay. The reason why I like this show is I've never watched anything like this conceptually.
Yeah.
That's
me neither. Yeah.
This is one of the coolest. I don't know how to explain it. For those who haven't watched it, it's real simple.
No spoilers.
No spoilers. But you just have these two people that get into it and they try everything you can think of
to destroy each other.
Just to destroy each other. And they live 2 different worlds. They don't know each other. They have
in the same city, by the way. Same city, 2 different worlds
too.
Yeah.
Right. Like this. Yeah. That's the most I could give you all. So
yeah. I'm loving it. I want to talk Succession, but you don't watch Succession. But I will say last night's Succession was a top 10 episode of TV all time.
Okay.
And has supplanted Succession as a top 10 TV show all time.
Okay.
It is.
Oh, I just cut you off. Is Netflix really like the new HBO, or is HBO still in the running? Like, have they still commanded that?
No, HBO stuff, as far as awards go, and as far as I don't want high quality is not the word. I think it's like I would say premium television.
Yeah,
you're not going to beat HBO. Yeah. HBO stuff is just so good. And Netflix will always have a spike, and Amazon will have a spike, and Hulu will have a spike. Here, Apple TV will have a spike, but across the board, HBO, every show they release, maybe one miss here and there, but that's it.
I don't know if I've seen a miss on HBO.
It doesn't happen often.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's, and again, if you're watching Beef, I highly recommend. I wrote in the comments, the ultimate squirm TV. If you like TV that makes you feel kind of icky inside, and also like literally squirming in your seat, this is your show.
But that's the thing. maybe I'm weird. I haven't squirmed at anything. I've just been so like, oh my gosh, like,
Yeah.
and it's
Maybe I'm more squirmable.
maybe
I'm maybe a little more squirmier.
Squirmish.
Is it squirmish?
Squirmish? I think that's the word.
Can we put a poll up, Jim? Is the word squirmish or squirmier?
Or squirmier?
Squirmable? Squirmable, squirmish, and squirmial?
Squirmful?
Squirmful.
Well,
yeah, there we go.
What did you ask me to do? How dare you?
Jim, that's where you just shut me off. Only the first one is correct. Yeah, just say them back to work. Just shut me up. OVO Go says Netflix is a binge watch app. HBO is a quality over quantity approach. You got to wait for weekly drops on your favorite shows. True, although HBO Max does have some bingeable stuff as well. But I agree with you, OVO Ghost. Well said.
I will say this. I am happy that I've caught up on certain series now. So the 2 series that I'm actually tapping in with every week is Ted Lasso and this seasons of South Park.
Okay.
Those are the 2 shows that I like every week. I'm like, all right, I got to watch it now. And I'm happy to have something like that. So
gotcha. I've never been a South Park guy.
Oh, it's hilarious. Well, the season that I always tell people go watch, I think it's season 19 is when they attack gentrification.
Okay.
They specifically attack Whole Foods as a franchise. So season 19, that's probably the show that'll get you locked in.
I can't believe they've had that many seasons, but it makes sense. I think it started airing my freshman year of high school.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh.
Wild. Okay. Leighton, you saw Air this weekend? I'm very jealous. This is the... Thank you. Air. I've been circling this in my calendar. I really, really, really want to see this.
Loved it. Loved it. All right. So of course I took my beautiful girlfriend Rachel with me to go watch it. And honestly, after leaving the movie, we said the same thing. It reminds me of Fan Control Sports.
Really?
Yeah, it does. Like when you watch it, you're going to immediately draw to the story because hopefully one thing I want our fans to understand is what we're doing here at Fan Control Sports has never been done. So it takes a certain level of guts, takes a certain level of just like confidence and a little bit of crazy to do what we're doing here. And that's all this story is about. Like, of course, they don't show the guy playing Michael Jordan at all. Like they don't show his face.
They don't show him at all, right? Jeff told me that.
Okay. All you see is his hands in the back of his head, or you'll see him like walking. But the whole thing is really between Sonny Vaccaro,
yeah,
and Michael Jordan's mother. That's really it. And then is it Ben Affleck plays Phil Knight? Yeah, he does a good job there. And I am glad to see Chris Rock in the movie.
And Matt Damon plays Sonny Vaccaro.
Matt Damon plays Sonny Vaccaro. Chris Tucker plays Howard. I forgot his first name. And then Marlon Wayans is in this as well. So it's actually a really good cast overall.
I heard, and Chris Tucker, how was he?
Oh, he's great. His character's great.
I love Chris Tucker.
I do want to see him back in movies now. Like I hope this is a rebirth. I think you mentioned that on the Fan Control show.
Yeah. Oh, man. So I love documentaries that are acted, right? Like I love this, like true stories about something, even though I know the story, kind of, right? But I love when I just love stories that are real, like the real life stories, and they put actors in it, and they basically make a documentary with just better editing and acting, right? I love that style of filmmaking. I love that stories, those kind of stories. Even though I know that's going to that's what gets me so excited. I think in these concept like movies like that, the entire thing is the acting good? Is it, instead of it being an impression of these guys, are they acting in earnest as them?
So I think they are. That's why I really enjoy Ben Affleck as Phil Knight, because we don't get a lot of stories about Phil Knight as a person. In fact, I'm reading his book Shoe Dog. And a lot of the book is like, I'm this just kid who has a dream and I'm just trying. But it shows like he's a self-righteous, Buddhism practicing CEO that throws all these feel-good quotes at people, but he's like living this lavish, selfish life. But then it also shows that he's like, I don't trust you all. This is who I am. This is my company. Like, it was perfect in my opinion.
Kind of a little like Steve Jobsy.
Yes, he was very Steve Jobsy.
Okay.
And then Matt Damon his whole character is like, yo, you just got to believe. He reminded me a lot of Adam Sandler in the basketball movie he did. Gosh, can I remember the name of it?
Hustle.
Yes. That's
Yes.
kind of how Sonny Vaccaro is in this movie. He's like that. Like, hey, look, I'm this basketball guy. You brought me here to do basketball. I know what I'm talking about. Perfect.
Okay, so the fact that Matt Damon is playing Sonny Vaccaro is hysterical because Sonny Vaccaro does not look like Matt Damon.
Nothing like him.
Nothing.
No.
But I will say this: Sonny Vaccaro from Pittsburgh.
Oh, okay,
from
nice.
Pittsburgh.
I figured he wasn't actually from California.
Portland, California. No, he's one of those Pittsburghers that got up there. He's a hustler, man. He's a hustler. And I love his story. I really enjoy everything about Sonny Vaccaro. Some people kind of blame him for what AAU basketball has become, this cash money machine. But hey, it's producing incredible basketball player. And guess what? The basketball that he has created to this day led to NIL deals.
Yes. Yeah, because and they talk about that at the end of him being a part of that NCAA.
Yeah.
Court.
If you saw this weekend, there was an amateur that made a run. His name was Sam Bennett, right? I was talking to you about him on Friday. No amateur has been that high up on the leaderboard after 36 holes since 1952. Leighton. Okay. So, but if you noticed, he looked like another pro because of NIL deals. 3 different sponsors, a hat sponsor. Usually when the amateurs go and play in the Masters, the US Open or something like that, they're just wearing like their college hat or they're just wearing basic clothes. They're not wearing anything from a sponsor because they can't be. But now with the NIL deal, these college golfers can now make money. That is awesome to me.
Who would you want to be your NIL sponsor in golf? If you could pick a company.
Callaway. That's the clubs I play. And then I would Titleist ball because I play a Titleist ball, but all Callaway stuff. That's always been my clubs. And clothing wise, Travis Matthew, all their stuff is really nice. Yeah, that's what I basically would look like. John Rahm. We've got the same beard height. Did you notice how high his beard is? We've got like same beard height, like way up into the.
Do you have like a picture of John Rahm now, like on your mirror?
Yeah, because he's got a real short backswing. I've got a short backswing. Yes, exactly, Leighton. If I was from Spain, the only thing that goes against him is that he's not from Pittsburgh. That's the only thing that goes against him. All right, Jim, let's do it.
Back to work.
I got a text from Jeff Canada this morning. Okay. You guys can see Jeff on the Fan Controlled Show every Thursday, 2:30 p.m. Pacific. That a team called the Rocket City Trash Pandas, aka Raccoons, lost 7-5 to the Chattanooga Lookouts. Here's the tough part: is that the Rocket City Trash Pandas no-hit the Chattanooga Lookouts, but they still scored 7 runs. Let me break it down for you: 5 walks, 3 hit by pitches, 1 fielding error, 1 wild pitch. 0 hits, 7 runs.
It's the most unluckiest thing I've ever heard in sports.
Is this like it's hard for me to put in words how this actually works. Is this like if your team in basketball makes 53 pointers and loses 153 to 150? Right? Like what else?
Or it's like being in football terms, it's like you kick 2 field goals all game, and then the other team scores a last-minute touchdown.
Yeah. Yes.
And they
on like a fluke Hail Mary, they stunk all day.
Yeah, the one offensive play that works.
Well said. I think that's the one. My goodness. But I do love minor league baseball mascots, and a Trash Panda is a great one.
Oh, it's a perfect one. I like the I think it was the Mobile Biscuits.
Yeah.
Or Montgomery Biscuits.
Okay, Montgomery
really
Biscuits.
One.
The Carolina Mud Hens.
That's a really good one. That's a really good one.
Yeah.
There's Richmond Flying Squirrels.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
Yeah, some of the best baseball caps out there.
Oh man, the best.
Yeah.
All right. We only have a couple more things. We are running up against it time-wise. Leighton, I didn't do old man trivia today. I totally forgot.
No, it's okay.
Okay. Jim, bring up that awesome Grambling State video I sent you. Let's see. Jim has it. In terms of Trash Pandas, do you think that people that own raccoons and bring them into their house are weird?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so this is a grand.
I think they're animals that get harsh treatment.
Like a groundhog? Like you wouldn't do that. You wouldn't bring a groundhog in your home, would you?
Maybe.
How do you domesticate those animals? That's the training. Anyway,
you feed them and you rub them.
That's your plan?
Yeah.
You see them and you rub them?
I had so many other jokes to go with it.
Okay, Jim, hit this.
That's how you get a girlfriend.
You see them and you rub them. Sir, that's called assault. All right. Hit the you got to pull up the sound a little bit, Jim. All right. Yeah. Why aren't all sports like this? Like they are just
because Josh, they want
that
sportsmanship.
This is awesome. Like how many times were you playing baseball? Like, oh, let's put on a rally cap. No, let's just sing awesome songs the whole time. Should have gone to Grambling.
Oh God, no! Hate Grambling.
Oh really? Oh, I should have gone to Moorhead.
No,
Howard.
Y'all keep trying us. It's Morehouse. First off,
Morehouse.
No, no. My parents went to Southern, and Southern and Grambling is one of the hugest college rivalries in the state of Louisiana. Huge one.
Okay.
No, did you not play Little League baseball growing up?
I did, of course. Remember, I told you I peaked in 6th grade.
Oh yeah, that's right. So y'all didn't do disrespectful chants.
Oh yeah, it was awesome, but not like they were. Dude, they had like a drum line in there with their cleats.
Yeah. But this doesn't happen because the average fan doesn't think it's sportsmanship. So
I'm so tired of everybody being so sensitive. I'm sorry.
I'm over it.
Well, whatever. Like, listen, I'm not saying bully people into being awful. Take that away.
Yeah.
What happened to like a good round of just making fun of somebody?
I don't know, because I used to do it all the time in high school.
All the time.
That's actually that's my way of like checking if somebody's tough or not. I'll just say like, you wouldn't survive at my lunch table.
Right.
That's all we did every day.
Yeah. My brother ridiculed me every single day, all the time. And you know what? My brother's my best friend. It works.
Oh no, your best friends are the ones that can get that quick punchline on you on something that you think you're hiding, and they just get you. You're like,
dig you right. Like, oh, you went there, did you?
Yeah.
That's where you went.
Yeah.
And then you come home at the end of the night and you're like, I gotta be better. I gotta be better.
I'm ready.
Gotta be better. Here we
I'm
go.
ready.
All right. Last thing of the day. This weekend, Jim.
Back to work.
I love messing with Jim. Jim, I love you, buddy. You know I love you. Okay. This weekend at the Masters, Brooks Koepka and Jon Rahm, very fast golfers.
Mm-hmm.
In the twosome ahead of them was a golfer by the name of Patrick Cantlay, who I actually really like. He's a great golfer. I think he's number 7 in the world right now, number 8 in the world. But he's a very slow player.
Yeah.
And for me, slow play on a golf course is the ultimate FU. Like I've hit into groups. I have yelled. I have whistled. I have driven to greens and been like, guys, I have called the clubhouse to the marshal. Like there are people out here that are too slow. And I told you, Leighton, what I tell you on Friday, there's a rule in golf. If you're going to play bad fast. Okay.
You did tell me that because I somehow talked myself into playing a round of golf with potentially my future brother-in-law. Wow, that's crazy.
Are you going to ask him if it's cool if you propose to Rachel on the golf course?
No. He's dating her sister.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
But we're classmates. That's the interesting thing.
Okay. So what this got me in is that grinds my gears like you wouldn't believe. That it angers me so much. But it got me thinking of what else grinds your gears in sports? Like what really gets you? It could be sports that you play or sports that we watch.
I can't stand how soccer players react when they hit the ground. It's the most annoying thing ever. I hate it. And I hate it when my team does it because he sits there while the other, guys on the field have to finish playing, but he's still rolling around and he does the quick look up and then goes back to crying. It's just, I hate it. That's the only thing in soccer I hate.
I think soccer is an amazing game, but it will never have the respect of Americans in that because of that.
Yeah.
Like we like sports like hockey and football where guys are getting drug off with their legs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Gamer Baller Twitch is my team getting eliminated first or second round every year. Who's your team? That's what grinds your gears. That makes sense. That I get that. I hate Leighton. I hate icing the kicker. I hate it. I think it's so stupid.
Tough for me because I'll send you the highlight. Actually, it involves Grambling. That's how Southern beat Grambling back in, I want to say 2019. They iced the kicker and won the Value Classic as his name. So I like icing the kicker.
Gamer Baller Twitch Cowboys. Yeah, the Cowboys kind of grind my gears.
Yeah, they grind everybody's gears.
I feel I'm sorry for you guys. OVO Ghost, offensive holding on running plays. Offensive holding. You didn't call it when they tackled the guy down before you let it go. Agreed. Holding in general grinds my gears.
I hate holding. I think it's inevitable.
Yes.
You're going to hold.
If it happens on every play, why are we calling it?
Yeah, stop.
Okay. Celebration flags. We talked about that one earlier.
Yeah, those are stupid. That's another one of those. That's not sportsmanship things. No,
let them dance.
Yeah, and they do dance very well.
Let them be creative.
Yeah.
Let them flex that creative muscle because guess what? That stuff goes viral. Oh, Ruthless Cutie, dumb mascots. Look, we got Gritty down there. Mascots are the worst, Leighton.
Don't know what that is. Mascots are getting bad. They're getting terrible overall. Although the Braves mascot Blooper, he's a menace. Like he really is. Yeah. Like what he did was
what's he look like? What's Blooper? What is it?
So he's just a big tan furry animal. He's the color of a baseball bat. That's literally he's the color of a wood bat. He's just a furry animal. And I worked for the Braves when they introduced him, and we're like, this is stupid. This is terrible. But he's a menace. And we beat the Dodgers to go to the World Series. So as a menace, the next season, I think the Dodgers hosted the All-Star game.
Yeah.
And he took pictures on their they have like a
big logo.
Yeah, the big logo. He was taking pictures all over it and posting on Twitter. And so that's what we love about him. But I don't know what Blooper is.
I don't know. OVO Ghost says NBA fan ejections. Let them play one-on-one to stay. Now that's a genius idea. Good one. I like that. Is really good. The only problem with that one, OVO Ghost, is now you're going to start enticing people to try and get thrown out so that they can go play one-on-one. Now, I think how you mitigate that is that there is a one-on-one fan arena and there's a designated player from each team that you have to play one-on-one in order to stay. And it's like, let's go to the one-on-one camera where a young man from Riverdale will be playing against Ja Morant.
I'm taking his knees out immediately. I'm sorry. I'm playing dirty. This is
just go steamrolling him. Steamrolling him. I will say one of my biggest pet peeves in sports is people that propose at sporting events.
No, those are terrible. Especially when you haven't talked to your significant other before you do it.
Don't do that.
Because now you get embarrassed.
Jim, do you have the video I sent you of the guy getting rejected? It looks like, is it at a Grizzlies game, Leighton?
I thought it was a Celtics game. I saw Celtics green.
See, that's a bad idea too. Some guy from Boston is just going to throw something. Okay, here we go. This guy looks like Eric Andre a little bit. His girl's jacket has too much puff. It's too much of a puff.
Must have been a cold night.
He's already got the ring out. Look at this coach turn around. He's like, oh, God, this guy. Yeah. I can't stand it.
He looks like the back of those Gatorade chairs.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's so sad.
Dude, is this staged? This has got to be staged, right? It's got to be staged. I think it's staged.
You know what? OVO Ghost just brought up this in the comments. Those fans after they lose a championship.
Yeah.
Or the players who lose and they just stand there in the confetti.
Yeah. So what do you think? Where do you think the worst place? Because last week we talked about the best sports proposals. Where do you think the worst place to do like the worst stadiums, maybe the worst games? What do you got?
Don't propose in let's say it's, I don't know. That's a good one.
Don't propose. Here's one. Don't propose at a tailgate. Don't do that.
No, don't ruin my tailgate.
Okay.
Get a life.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't propose in the really bad seats, like the 500 levels.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna.
Don't propose while the team is losing, the home team.
Oh no,
that's you inconsiderate jerk.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
And we were over last week. Don't run onto the field during the game. XX, the Phenom XX. Don't propose at all.
Good one. Keep that at home.
OVO Ghost just went it like this. Oh man, that is good. And if you are going to propose, make sure that like you have talked about getting married.
Yeah.
Here's a rule. Like my wife doesn't really like to go to sporting events. If I've taken her to Steeler games, I think she had a good time, but she pretty much wanted to leave in the third quarter. We've been to Penguin games. She was just kind of texting a lot. We've been to baseball games. She couldn't care less. Right. So I know that that's not her speed. Now, if your girlfriend has a Braves tattoo and she's got season tickets and she wants to go to Braves games all the time, and that is something special for you, maybe that is a good place to propose.
Yeah, that's where you really
have to know your audience here. Ruthless Cutie, know the person. If they don't like to be in the spotlight, don't make it weird.
Yeah.
Ruthless Cutie coming in with some knowledge. Boom. Although I will say, there is something romantic about like an empty stadium. Like if you got special access to a stadium and it's completely empty and you like walked out and you're like, isn't this gorgeous? I like pulled these strings. She knows something special is going to happen. She obviously knows that.
Or unless like this isn't planned and you actually sneak into a stadium and you propose and then the cops come get you.
See? Now that's really tough.
I'd risk my life for your love.
Yeah. And now here's the thing. We are understandable people. We are understanding people. Do you think cops in most cities would understand, be like, oh, it's love. You kids get out of here, enjoy or do you think they'd get arrested?
No, they'd get arrested. Like, hey, look. Like, come on. Because again, you're opening it up for more people to do it.
Yeah. Okay. Drake rented out Dodger Stadium for dinner to propose?
No, he just rented it out. Just to flex.
Wait a second. He wanted Dodger Stadium food? Okay, I've been to Dodger Stadium. The food is tragic. It is awful. They have those home club seats, Leighton, you know, where you get unlimited food. It's not unlimited drinks, unlimited food. And the food, even in the unlimited part, the buffet, horrendous. Yeah. Everybody talks about Dodger dogs. Dodger dogs. Well, you know my thoughts on hot dogs, so whatever. But yeah, it was a date. It was just a date. Did he have Gordon Ramsay making the dinner?
Just catering. Also, the Brave Stadium, we have a brewery inside of our stadium.
Wait a second. It was Mikey Williams' mom or something? Yeah. Is he dating Mikey Williams' mom?
No. No, it was somebody.
Mikey Williams is the best.
Amazing.
If my mom started dating Drake, I'd be 1,000,000% in.
Whoever Johanna Leia is.
She sounds like a model, right?
Oh no, she is.
Yeah, it's got to be.
I don't know who she is, but yeah, she's a model.
Back to work.
I don't have any old trivia today, Jim. But there's me as that old graphic of me. I just noticed that. Ruthless Cutie is getting ruthless with the graphics. That is a tough one. I look like the Penguin.
No, you do. You do.
I look like Colin Farrell's the Penguin. I look like the Penguin. This guy. I can't show that to my wife. She'll divorce me. Speaking of proposals, let's go straight to divorce. All right. Back to Work is here every single Monday, 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. Myself, Josh Macuga, Leighton Batiste, Fan Controlled Lay on your Instagrams and your Twitters. Wait, are you Fan Controlled Lay on Twitter?
No, I'm actually just.
You should do that on Twitter.
Batiste. Y'all should change it.
He's the man with the golden trumpet. And the great opinions and the great sports and entertainment talk. We're here tomorrow, Info Arcade, live at 4 p.m. Pacific. Don't Cause a Ruckus, 6 p.m. Pacific on Wednesday, and the Fan Controlled Show, 2:30 p.m. Pacific on Thursday live, as well as all the content on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube Shorts. Wherever you get content, we have content for you. OVO Ghost, a former star of Lifetime's Bringing Up Ballers. Leia is the mother of Sierra Canyon High School basketball player and UCLA commit Amari Bailey, a teammate of LeBron James's son, Bronny James.
Okay, there's the connection.
Shout out to Google. Hit it. OVO Ghost been the chat star of the week. Thank you for chiming in, OVO Ghost.
Good to see every star sticker. Like,
we should.
Proud of you.
Really good. you have to do that when you potty train a child. You got to make like an incentive board. So she's got little stickers and stars. She's still not potty trained. It's an absolute disaster. having children is the most rewarding challenge in the world, and it's terrifying and amazing all at the same time. Oh, good noodle stars. Good noodles. Leighton, did you buy golf clubs yet?
No, not yet. But I think this week I need to do it because I
really do.
I have a an outing coming up. Nice.
Can you live stream the outing?
No.
Or give me your future brother-in-law's number. I want to call.
I should have just said, "Oh no, man! Like, gosh,
you signed yourself up for disaster."
And it's the stress point that I keep trying to bury. And it's just like, no.
Let me tell you a quick story before we let everybody go. I was dating a girl in college, and her dad had a boat, and she's like, "You want to go out on the boat?" I was like, "Yeah, definitely." And she's like, "Do you know how to drive a boat?" I was like, "Sure." Never driven a boat in my life, dude. It was awful. The dad was like, "Get off my boat." I was like, "Yeah, okay, all right.
I'm sorry, sir."
Oh man,
I'm sorry.
All right, well, we're done with work. Everybody else, stop watching, get back to work. We'll see you next week. Until then, power to the fans.
Thank you, fans, for watching Back to Work with Leighton Batiste and Josh Macuga on the fan-controlled sports and entertainment YouTube channel. If you liked this video, you can check out other videos right here. You can subscribe to the channel, tell all your friends, hit like buttons across all the videos, check out all of our shorts and live shows, and as always, power to the fans.